matte acrylics. So many. Golden High Flow. Hi everyone, welcome. Not to my studio, but to another studio vlog. It is the 1st of June and as you can see, I'm no longer wearing my manky fleece jacket. It is finally summer. I'm in a t-shirt and it is a brilliantly sunny day. I'm actually going to skive off half this day. Oh, someone's come to say hello. I'm actually going to skive off a part of the day and sit outside in the sunny garden, enjoy the sun, and then work later in the day when the sun's gone. Let me show you. I guess it's one of the advantages of working for yourself that you can kind of choose your hours and work the hours that you want to and then take time off and sit in the sun. Well, not sit in the sun, sit in the shade, but get the warmth of the sun on you. Also, the dog is insisting that I play with him. So yeah, I guess that's what I will be doing. Today I'm making something interesting for lunch, so I thought I'd share it with you. It's just simple. Pita pockets with halloumi and mixed vegetables and some yogurt. Hi everyone, it is the first evening. I ended up not doing very much today because it was such a nice day. I just sat outside and drew on my iPad. I didn't film it because it's really difficult to film when it's sunny outside. Hey. Sorry, my husband just came down. And it's, what was I saying? Yeah, it's really difficult to film when it's sunny outside, but I will try and film later, maybe tomorrow or day after when I am drawing indoors. Because I was just editing the cards that you saw probably at the end of the last vlog. I think I showed you the samples that came from my printer for the Father's Day cards. Now I'm a bit late with that. I should have probably ordered them sooner, but they will come on Monday the 7th and I will try and photograph them the same day and put them up on the website. And then send obviously my email list, send it out to my email list. I really should email my email list more often. But I can only do so much, right? One person, one woman business, gotta do everything. Anyway, I'm done for the day and I'm gonna go and have dinner with my husband and the dog and just relax for the rest of the day. We have also decided on Friday, again, my husband has the day off, so we've decided impromptu to drive down to the seaside, and it's the pup's first visit to the seaside, so let's see how that goes. I hope it's good weather and I will try and film it if I remember. If I remember. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Morning everyone. It is, I don't know, I think it's the 3rd of June. We were planning to go to the beach tomorrow Friday, but today is going to be what I call a sitting down day, because I have woken up, I have some chronic issues, as I told you, health issues, and today my gout has flared up, so I've woken up with an extremely painful foot, which is why it's a sitting down day, which means I will be sitting either on my office chair or the sofa all day with my leg elevated. I'm going to do everything I usually do to get rid of one of these attacks, which is take the medication that my doctor's given me and drink loads of water and have some cherry juice and some cherries just to see if I can fix it so that we can still go on this trip. Now, if I include the trips to the beach, the clips of a trip to the beach after this, you'll know that my foot did indeed get better. If not, I'll just move on to whatever I film next. But upbeat, staying upbeat, doing everything I can. But what I wanted to show you actually right now is, since I am sitting at my desk right now, show you the delivery that just arrived of my card catch stickers and my little delivery from EcoCraft. So this is what I designed for my card catch stickers. It's going to be folded down the middle, so it's just got my logo on one side, slightly modified so it fits in the space. And then on this side it says peel gently, recyclable. And these are like one-time stickers. So once you stick them, you can't really take them off. So what I'm going to do is show you the examples of the testers that they sent me. Oh, let me just go find them. So I found them. They are from a company called A Local Printer. Water-based inks and completely recyclable and everything. And they sent me these samples, and then I made some tester prints in the different sizes that they offer. This one was way too big, so I did all those. So this is what it looks like, and you just stick it. Here's a card, and basically if you don't put it on, the envelope could fall out. So all you do is stick it wherever you want, up or down. I like to do it on top, and then fold it over so it holds the envelope in place like that. So in mine, my logo will be on this side, and then the peel and recyclable, peel gently and recyclable will be on the other side. So that just makes a little bit of extra branding on the front, and look, it's not going to fall out. So I've got those. Those will only be used if I am lucky enough to have a stockist, which is something that I'm working on. I do want my things to be stocked in shops, and in a small way. I'm not looking to be a massive like CEO of a big company or anything, just me. But yeah, so that is prep for that. So I really like them, and I did order only 100 to start with. And here's the EcoCraft stuff. So I ordered, remember I used washi tape to stick my little belly bands on my cards. Now, I don't think that's sustainable, and washi tape is pretty expensive. So what I got from EcoCraft is these transparent, completely recyclable / biodegradable stickers. So they're round stickers like this. I don't think you can really see them, but there you can see my face getting blurred out. That it can go on the backs of those, and they're not really visible either, so that'll be great. What does it say they are? They are, yes, compostable sealing things, sealing rounds. And then the other thing that I got was some of their biodegradable packets, because again, if I want to stock in shops, my prints do need to be packaged so that they don't get damaged. So I already have, what's it called? Grey board to put in the back, which is in any case made of recyclable materials and it's compostable. So I got an A3 and an A4 and an A5 sample, just one of each. And they're pretty good quality. They're compostable. So yeah, I think these should work out quite well. So I guess when the time comes, I will order a 100 pack or a 10 pack or whatever number of packs I need. So that's that. And I'll put EcoCraft's details down below. Again, not sponsored, not affiliated. I just use them a lot ever since they opened. Was it a couple of years ago? Yeah, they're really good. I mean, I get all my brown paper tape and packaging from them now. So, well, aside from the packaging that you saw me storing, I don't need to buy any more envelopes for anything for a very long time. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go and finish, since I am having a sitting down day, I'm going to finish some admin and make sure my products are updated on my Shopify website. And maybe do some pinning as well. We'll see. Anyway, if I put in the beach clips, you'll know that my foot got better, as I said before. So bye, see you later. Hi everyone, this is Samphire Ho. You can see the white cliffs behind me and the sea on the other side. This is in the southeast of England. It's great for walking, and there is a shingle slash sand beach at the end. I'm sorry I'm puffing because I'm going up an incline. It's not as good for dog walking because the dog has to be on the lead because there's a lot of wildlife here, but it's still lovely. And then next we're probably going to go to Sandwich Beach, and I'll show you there. Dog has seen another dog and is being stubborn. Come on, boy. Hi everyone, we are just at Sandwich Bay Beach. We're going to go down to the sea, and I'm just going to show you. It's mostly a shingle beach, but at low tide there is some sand, and it's huge and it's quiet. There aren't very many facilities. It's near Deal, down a private toll road. I think it's like £7 or something for the toll, but it's a really nice beach, and dogs are allowed all year round, which is great, because I don't know if you know, but many beaches in southern England especially, between 1st May and 30th September, dogs are not allowed on beaches. They're restricted. Anyway, so we're going to go down to Sandwich Bay Beach. Hi everyone, it is Sunday. We're back from our little trip to the beach. It started out pretty rainy and disgusting, but it ended up then being cloudy, and at the end it was sunny and hot. I had to take off my jumper and my jacket and just be in my t-shirt, and it was glorious. Anyway, we're back home now, but today again is Sunday, so it's a family day, and we're going to have a group video call because it is my grandmother's 99th birthday. I'm actually very lucky to still have a grandmother alive, because I am in my 40s and not many people I know, actually almost nobody I know, still has like at least one of their grandparents around. She's actually a great inspiration to me because she's the first person who taught me that what you look like on the outside doesn't matter as much as what you look like on the inside. And she has also inspired me because at the age of 99 she has her own iPad. She's on sorry about my phone. She is on Facebook, she sends me emails, she knows how to use FaceTime and things like that. So yeah, pretty much an inspiring woman. Anyway, so I'm going to go and we're going to go and chat with her, and I will see you tomorrow, which is Monday. My husband has a day off, so I might not be working as much as I normally would, but I still do have a few things that I need to do. So I'll take you along with me. Bye for now. Hi everyone, it is Monday morning, and my cards and postcards from printed.com have arrived. I'm just going to open them and show them to you now. But after that, I am going to clean my gouache palette before I start my next commission. It has got a bit mucky with all the stuff that I've been doing, and the usual way in which I clean it is not to wash it out and waste the paint, but I put the paint to good use. I create a little background that I can then use in my work later. But anyway, I'll show you the cards and things first, and then I'll put in the clip of me cleaning my gouache palette. Hi everyone, it is Saturday evening, about, what is it, 7:30 in the evening. I haven't filmed all this week because I've literally been just doing admin, and more admin. So what I did is I literally updated every product in my store, checked my entire stock, uploaded everything, made sure I had the right photographs, transferred my silk masks over from my silk website, which, as I said, I'm shutting down that business. So I added that onto my new store because that actually goes to benefit the Royal Free Charity. So I want to continue doing that even though I'm no longer painting silk. So I did all that and had nothing interesting to film. I mean, if you want clips of me sitting and staring at my computer all day, that's probably what you would have seen. But today is a slightly exciting day because I picked up this morning the Daily Express, in which there is a Best of British feature, and guess who that is? So that is I think that's my first piece of press coverage for my art business, yes. And it is an advertorial, so I had input and everything. But at least that's nice to see, and we'll see. It came out today, the 12th, so we will hope that it has some impact. But if it doesn't, well, lesson learned. And the other thing that happened is I got Jackson's Art mini haul. Now, I am on, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I am on a no-buy year because I do have a lot of things in my studio particularly, and I don't think I need any more. So I'm just basically using up what I've already got. But I did have a gift voucher that I got, I think I got it for my birthday last year. So it's almost a year later that I finally used it, because I didn't want to A, lose it, or B, have it expire and not be able to use it. So I did that, and I ended up paying like a couple of pounds for this order. It's not a large order, it's just a few things that I really wanted. Basically, the first few things that I got were 3 new colors of my Polychromos pencils. Now, I didn't have an orange, and this is a slightly lighter green and a darker brown. So I think these will come in very handy. And I also got something that's new to me. It is a Stabilo paper, glass, plastic, metal pencil. And I got this in, oh, focus, there we go. I got this in yellow because I already have Apsara, which is I think an Indian brand that I have had since I went to college in India. I have had the blue, red, white and black pencils, but they don't have a yellow. So I wanted to try this one. That's new for me. And it came, funnily enough, in a Faber-Castell Polychromos packet. The other thing that I got is a Golden Artist Colors catalogue. It's this. It's just for their acrylics, heavy body acrylics. So it's got all the colors in here. Now, at one point I used to paint, before I painted silk, I used to paint a lot in acrylics, and I've now since then moved to gouache. But if I were to paint on canvas again, I would definitely use acrylic, because I'm familiar with it and I like the way it works. It dries quickly. It's very similar to gouache, and I think that I might do some canvases soon. I don't know if I've shared my Nautilus pictures, but I'm kind of obsessed with that shape, and I have been for some time. So I'm feeling the need to make a few more paintings in that style. But this is what it looks like. It just has all the colors listed, the fluid acrylic, golden specialty acrylic colors, matte acrylics, so many, golden high flow, gessos and grounds, ooh, gonna be so tempted, gels and pastes. So it's got the whole range in here, and then additives and polymers and things like that. So anything that I need would be in this catalogue, and although I might not get it right now, some of these things that I've got today have been out of stock at Jackson's Art. Did I say it was from Jackson's Art? Yeah. It's a mini haul from Jackson's Art. But yeah, some of these things have been out of stock at Jackson's Art for a while, so when they came back in stock, I thought I'd better just get them. And the other thing I got is a hand-painted color chart for golden acrylics. So here are the golden iridescent interference colors, and they're all hand-painted on, so you can actually see what the paint looks like. You can even feel the texture, and some of them have, like this is called Gold Mica Flake Small. So you want really nice textures in your work, this is the thing to get. And I really like this because sometimes the printed one really doesn't show up very well. And alongside this, which came with a little glossine sheet to protect it, Along with this, I also got the massive Golden Acrylic Colors paint shot, hand painted paint shot. So all of these are the actual paint. Can you see? It's actually been painted on. So I finally got that, and I'm so happy with it because they've got all the colors on here that I might want to get. And see, there's such a difference within the yellows as well, and that does not show up on the printed catalog. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I also got Materials Guide Volume 2. I think I've got Materials Guide Volume 1 up in my bookshelf there. And this is Material Guides Volume 2. It's got a whole bunch of stuff from oil color, Langridge Artist colors, pastels, brushes, surfaces, studio, everything. But what I'm most excited about is their new paper guide. And this is something I've been wanting for a while, because as you probably have seen from my last studio vlog, I have the Fabriano Academia paper, and it's quite a chunky pad. So that's going to last me a long time. But if I want a specialist paper, rather than going through the entire catalog on the website, I really like looking at something like this, where it not only has a chart that tells you what's what, but it also has a little description about things like uncoated pastel papers, lighter weight ombre papers, Hahnemuhle and Strathmore 300 charcoal, things like that. Sanded and coated papers, paper well suited to taking dry and wet media, decal edges, how to stretch watercolor paper, you know, all this stuff, watercolor paper. Oh, drawing paper map, that's really cool. Painting and drawing paper map, that's amazing. So I really want the ethics of paper. So there's quite a lot of stuff in here that's really, really useful. And maybe I'll do a book review thing on the materials guides and the paper guide. Anyway, so that's all I had today. But I also thought I'd show you my planner for ticking off all the products that I listed on my site. I mean, there's quite a lot, aren't there? But I feel quite a sense of achievement for having done it, and also for having put up the Father's Day cards in time. This is when my husband and I went to Bowley to the car museum. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you this evening. I've just come back from the dog walk. It was hot and quite tiring, but that's probably why I'm looking a bit sweaty and a bit windswept. But I will see you back on Monday morning. Tomorrow, again, family day, doing the washing and cleaning and just maybe going out for lunch. I don't know if we can find a reservation somewhere. And that's about it. I'll see you on Monday. Bye. Good morning. I have some excellent news today. I got into the Crafty Fox pop-up shop on Oxford Street. It's right next to Tottenham Court Road. I think it's opposite the Zara there. But yeah, so that's very exciting, but it does involve quite a lot of work. It's quite short notice, and I can't really send any of my things unpackaged as I normally would ship them out. So they all have to be in, I'm going to use biodegradable cello bags, and with labels on and prices and SKUs and so on. So it's going to be quite a lot of work this week, but I'll take you along for the ride. Hey everyone, I'm finally packing my parcel for the Crafty Fox pop-up market in Oxford Street, which will be for 2 weeks starting Monday. And you would have seen me packing all the stuff, all these things in the clips before this, but I now have a problem. Everything fits in here except for those 2 frames. Now I am dropping this off in person tomorrow, so I suppose I can just stick them in this IKEA bag and take them along. But let me just go see if I can find a bigger box and see if I can fit them in. Otherwise they'll just get wrapped, I suppose, and put in. And this is why I save all the packaging that comes into the house, because this is a giant box, as you can see. I'm standing in it, and it has ridges so I can fold it down to the lower height that I want. And so that box and those frames can all fit in here. I only need to carry 1 parcel. Isn't that so, dog? Yeah? Yes, you agree with me. Well, in the end, that box was way too big and heavy for me to carry by myself into central London, even if I'd taken an Uber or something. So I've compromised by having 2 parcels in an IKEA bag that I can sling over my shoulder and lug along. Yes, I'm coming. I know it's dinner time. Look at him staring at me from over there. This is what he does 15 minutes before dinner. Every single meal. I better go. Hi everyone. It is Friday the 18th of June. It is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I am just starting work because I wouldn't say it was traumatic, but it was a pretty horrible morning dog walk. Normally I do the evenings, but my husband and I swapped around today for various reasons. But it has been raining all day. I think it started raining yesterday after a long warm spell. It's June in England, after all. It's going to rain, but it started out just drizzling, and I thought, okay, fine, we'll finish this walk before it really gets raining. And both I and the dog got super drenched, and when the dog gets super drenched, he gets very excited. He's still only a pup, so he gets very excited, starts jumping up at me and biting, and it was horrible. Anyway, so he didn't do that until the last like 100 yards from the house. But he did, and it was horrible. But yeah, so both of us were soaking wet. I was just so exhausted by the end of a 1 hour wet walk that I had a nap and I just woke up. But what I'm going to do now is actually finish the voiceover on tonight's video. I am rarely so late on videos, but I mean, I wanted to go out on time. So I've got to finish that now. But I dropped off the Crafty Fox stuff yesterday. I didn't video because, again, it was raining in London. But it was really nice to actually go into London after such a long time. I took an Uber in because I couldn't carry everything, but I did take the tube back and I was able to walk along Oxford Street for a bit. So many things have changed. There are so many more touristy shops. The big top shop is closed. A lot of the other shops are closed. I didn't go into any because I'm still being careful. But yeah, it was a different experience going in there. But anyway, I'm gonna do that now, and then I've got just 1 order to pack, and then I'm done for the weekend. I'll see you lot on Monday. Repurposing that because I don't want stuff cluttering up there into this box and that box, and it's going to go up there. Now I will have to take it down every time I need to package something, but maybe I can put a few in that trolley over there. What do you think? A few A4s and a few A5s, And then those A3s will probably go up there because that's easy enough to reach and it's still off the floor. Today's an organization day, isn't it? Hi everyone, it is Tuesday evening and I've just spent the day tidying up and doing a little sketchbooking because I bought another class on Domestika last night. It's Maru Godas's pictorial sketchbook with gouache. And since gouache is my medium of choice, I thought this would be a really good one. And she also uses pencil on top, just like I do. So it's very interesting to get somebody's perspective who has much more experience than I do. And she does urban sketching, which is very different, again, from what I do. So I thought it would be something to push me out of my comfort zone a little bit. And that's always good. I mean, education is excellent and you should always try and build your skills. But other than that, I'm not up to very much studio work this week. I'm not feeling very well, so it's nothing serious, don't worry. But I have planned for this week to be lower level work, as I always do each month. And that's all I'm going to do this week is do my class, enjoy a little sketchbooking, and rest a little bit more. And then I'll be rejuvenated next week to get back to my usual level of work. I'm going to turn you around so you can see what I'm doing, and I will catch you later. Morning! I am going to see the Crafty Fox pop-up shop today. I haven't been able to go so far and it's only on till this Saturday, so it's this week or never. And I'm going to go suitably masked and everything on the tube into town, have a look at the pop-up, obviously film it for you and insert the clips here. Hi everyone, I am back from my visit to the Crafty Fox pop-up shop. It was so nice to see my work out in the wild, along with many other people's. I know some of their work, and I own some of their work as well. I did pick up a few pieces, but they are drying at the minute, and I'll explain why. Because I got caught in the rain twice. Once when I was leaving the pop-up shop, going to Tottenham Court Road Station, it was such a short distance I thought I'd just run for it, but I did get caught, which is why my hair is a little bit bedraggled. And the second time when I got back here on the tube and then went to the high street to pick up my spectacles prescription, I had an eye test about 10 days ago and I have become more short-sighted, unfortunately. Not by much, but enough to make a difference in the glasses that I need to wear. So I picked up those and then I got caught on the way to the bus stop. But I managed to shelter the bus stop and then caught the bus home, so I wasn't too wet. But I mean, it's in bad shape. In any case, I need to re-dye my hair this week. Not my natural color, did you guess? But it's worth the upkeep, I think. Yeah, I like the red. But the other thing that is happening this week is I finally got some book design work. I don't know if you know, but in addition to illustrating and creating my own art prints and cards and things for my website, I've been a book designer for over 20 years, freelance for about more than 10 of them, actually. And since the dreaded pandemic, I haven't had much work because freelancers are obviously the first to go. But I have some work this week, and hopefully the book will be ready in about 6 months to a year, which is when I can show it to you. Otherwise, things are kept confidential. And I'm also working on a commissioned piece, which I've spoken to you about before, which I've already finished the drawing for, and that I will be painting soon. So it's for a friend, and she's getting the personalized version, and the unpersonalized version will go up on the website. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!